Hey everyone, welcome back to Bill's Retro Gaming Show, and on today's video we are going to be looking at some updates for the iiRcade system. That includes a new game added to the service, online support for a few more games, and a firmware update that should fix some of the issues that people have been having with the online service. So let's get right into it. So guys, let's start with the system firmware update, and it looks like firmware 9.009.001 is live on the system. Michael Svebeck of iiRcade posted this note to the iiRcade community Facebook page last night. And it says that the update is now live, and that if you power cycle or turn on your iiRcade console, once Wi-Fi connects, you will be prompted for the system update message. Now, it looks like this firmware is going to fix a whole bunch of issues, mostly related to the online alpha. They include the infinite connecting issue that people were having. They've added the ability to press the B button to back out while attempting to join a player if needed. They've updated the names appearing properly on both P1 and P2 when first pairing. They've also improved both audio in online games and overall performance of online games. And they've added some basic messaging when players connect or disconnect from games. In addition, I guess there were other back-end bug fixes as well. So guys, if you have not powered on or power cycled your iiRcade, do so when you get a chance so that you can get this latest firmware update, especially if you are interested in the online alpha going on now. For those of you who've done it, I'd be curious in the comments if you're noticing any improvements. So please let us know. So guys, as many of you know who follow iiRcade, Fridays is the day that they normally drop new games, and now with the online alpha, it's also the day that they enable online support for existing games on the system. Now, we will normally get a live stream from Michael at iiRcade, usually on a Friday afternoon, to go over the new games, the online support, and any other changes, such as this firmware update that I just went over. But as you can tell from Michael's note, he's not going to be able to do a live stream today because he is traveling for an expo for the company. So instead, I'm here to provide this video and talk about some of these things. Now, obviously, I can't do what Michael does in showing off the things. I don't have my iiRcade yet. But I did just want to put this out there to you guys so you can see what's available in case you weren't aware. So now that I've talked about the firmware, let's just go over some of the changes to games real quick. And we're going to start with the new game that got added to the system just a little while ago. And guys, this is Casino Golf. I will admit that I really don't know a lot about this game. To me, this looks like a modern mobile style game that they've added to the system. Kind of a take on a cross between a golf game and a casino game, hence the name, Casino Golf, I guess. Looks like it, might be fun for a casino night kind of a thing. I gotta admit, it's really not my cup of tea, being more of a retro gamer. I'm definitely more interested when they add the old school arcade games, but I know a lot of people are interested in modern games on the iiRcade system. Now again, this comes across to me as looking like kind of a mobile type game that they've added, and of course with iiRcade being based on an Android OS, it's got to be a lot easier for them to add these kind of games than it is some of the others that they do. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, overall it looks like kind of a fun little game to play. It does retail for $9.99 on their system, and it is available now. The controls look a little interesting to me, playing this with a joystick and button, because it really does kind of have a look and feel like this is meant to be a a touchscreen mobile game. Be curious to see how well this plays now that they've added the support for accessories, and we're going to be getting things like trackball. Be interesting to see how a game like this plays, say, with a trackball option. But yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. Casino Golf, now available on iiRcade for $9.99. So in addition, iiRcade has also announced 4 games on their system that have been given online support. And those games include Double Dragon, Truxton 2, U.S. Championship Volleyball, and Blockout. Now, a couple of things I just want to mention in regards to this. First off, it is awesome that they've added Double Dragon for a couple of reasons. One, Double Dragon is a fantastic game to play multiplayer. So if you don't have a buddy for local play, to be able to play this online with a friend is definitely a bonus. And I know it's a game that people wanted to see get online play sooner rather than later. In addition, it is a free game. It's one of the games that comes with the system. So I'm always excited to see them add some of the games that come to the system, to add online support to those, so that people who haven't necessarily purchased any of the other games, or don't want to feel like they have to purchase games just to try out online, have a few that they can test the system out with. In addition to that, I think iiRcade has really done a good job of keeping their commitment of adding games that, fall into different genres. Instead of just focusing on shooters or beat 'em ups or whatever, we've gotten 4 games here today that are from, again, like I said, different genres. You've got Double Dragon, a side-scrolling beat 'em up, Truxton 2, which is a shooter, US Volleyball Championship being a sports game, and Blockout being a puzzle game. So, again, I like the fact that each time they add new games to the online, that they fall into different categories. So, if you're not a beat 'em up fan, but you really like the shooters, you've got a new game you can play online. If you're not much of a shooter person, but you like to, play puzzle games against your friends, you've got a game like Blockout. And, for you sports aficionados, obviously there's the US Championship Volleyball game. So there's a little something for everybody to try out. And, if you're like me and you're a little more eclectic and you like a lot of different styles, well, that just gives you even more to test. So, guys, there you have it. 4 new games given online play support by iiRcade. So, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Like I said, I just wanted to get a quick video out there to tell you about the updates to iiRcade. Again, you've got the new firmware support. You've got that 9.009.001 firmware. So if that is not the firmware you're on your iiRcade system, you are going to want to update so that you can get these improvements to the online play. For those of you who have updated and who have tried out some online support on the new firmware, how's it going? Is it working better? Are you seeing improvements? Does it look like they fixed some of the bugs? Now, again, we all know this is alpha, so we all know this is going to be a continued process of fixes and updates and fixes and updates. But it does feel like that, they have kind of jumped on some of the issues that people have reported already, which is good. And I'm sure as more things come up, they will continue to support it and continue to push out firmware to get it working as well as they possibly can before moving on to a full-on beta or launching it 100% completely in whatever shape that is going to wind up taking. So again, let me know in the comments if you have updated your firmware. How is it going? Is the online gameplay better? All right. And then, of course, we've got this new game, Casino Golf, which, again, really doesn't do much for me, but maybe some of you guys, especially you guys who've been clamoring for more modern games, maybe this is something you're interested in. So let me know if that's true. And let me know what you think of the games that they've added online support for. I know for me, I'm definitely excited that they've added Double Dragon. That is one I know a lot of people have been I know that is one that a lot of people have been wanting. And it's good to see, and I'm excited. I'm hoping by the time that I get my gold unit that all of the free games that are multiplayer games will have online support on them. So we'll just have to wait and see, all right? But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate all my subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to do it yet, go ahead and click that subscription button. Click the notification bell every time you want to be notified that when I put out a new video, and give this one a thumbs up. Oh, and in addition, I forgot to mention, I wanted to mention this at the beginning, but I totally forgot. I have now, I've had, social media accounts for a while under my personal name, but I've decided to add some social media accounts specifically for Bill's Retro Gaming Show. So I am now on Twitter and Instagram as Bill's Retro Gaming Show under the name RetroBill71, and there will be links in the description below if you want to follow me on those social media accounts as well, and that's where I will be putting up new information and different things as well. So be sure to follow me there. All right, Guys, that's it. I will see you again in the future and hope you guys have a great day. Take care.